All right. The the Seattle Mariners just beat Detroit in the deciding game in what do you call it? Inning 15. 15 innings. It was a base hit to right field, left field. I don't know which number it is. But and then bases were loaded and they walked off inning 15. Which means Toronto is going to be facing Seattle in the semifinals. In the semifinals, baby. Toronto, Seattle. I don't know who's got home court. Maybe we got home court. Maybe they got, I don't know. But we'll see you there. For this video, we got our McDonald's Big Mac and we got our orange juice. And we got our Blue Jays highlights. Or that's the Seattle Mariners highlights, right? Against the Detroit Tigers. You know, something occurred to me. That was that, I can't find a bitch, right? I don't get a bitch, but at least I try. I try. And what I came to realize was that I'm seeing, because I'm literally actually confused. I'm actually confused because I say shit just for fun, just for saying shit. I say like I can't get a bitch, but at least I'm trying. And I'm confident in my capabilities to try. And then, as I'm going about my YouTube shit, my internet shit, I always come across these posts which are very odd to me. They're genuinely odd. And they are like, dating is dead. Like, I'll see, it'll be like a joke. It'll be like Gen Z approaching women and they'll be talking in their slang and everything. And then the comments will be, how bold of you to assume that we would ever approach a woman. And then that comment has like the most likes, like thousands of likes. And then I see women saying the same shit. Dating is dead. Nobody approaches women anymore. I see my generation saying the same shit, which is very odd to me because it's like it's not a joke. When I say that shit, it's a joke. But when they're saying it's not a joke, like me, my peers, we talk to women, at least attempt to. So, like, I don't know what the fuck the issue is. So let's break it down. Now, if you go up to a woman and you say, hi, I like you, do you want to date me? That's only 3 words, and you're probably going to be shut down. No matter who you are, you're probably going to be shut down. That's why you need to be nonchalant. Which means you go up, you can start off with being nice. Hi, I like your scarf. I like your jacket. I like your bag. I don't know. You have very nice eyes. Something nonchalant, that compliments her. So give a compliment. And then she will respond with thank you and a smile. So just talk about what do you call it? Content. That's what I was going to say. Content. So just talk about content. This way, if she does like you or if she does not like you, you are still in the clear to talk about content. Simply, what the fuck are you there for? What are you there for? What do you think about this coffee store? Do you come to this bar often? How is this sporting game for you? I have never seen you in this school before. Shit like that, random ass shit. You talk about random ass shit. After you talk about random ass shit for 2 to 3 minutes, and then you don't want to take up any more time, you can say, can I catch you on Instagram, or can I catch you on Facebook, or I've used all of these. I've used all of these, for fuck's sake. And then you can say, would it be okay if I got your number? And then she says yes or no. If she says no, you say, okay, have a nice day, and you go your way. If she says yes, you get her contact info, social media, or a number, and then you can stay or you can go on your way as well. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. And the reason why it's simple is because it's got to be a win-win for you. It's got to be a win-win for you. If you are just going, sweating, busting your ass off, which is what I did for no reason, to talk to women, to get their contact info, you're going to have a bad time. But if you go to entertain yourself, you're going to entertain yourself. You want to know what the fuck that person is doing there. You want to know their name. You want to know what their interests are. So you strike up a convo about nonchalant shit. And it's even easier if you meet the person at a place that interests you. So playing sports that you like, going to social school clubs that you like, going to your favorite coffee store, restaurant, bar, nightclub, going to the community park or whatever, and you simply entertain yourself by talking about random shit. So you can't go up there and say, hi, I would like to date you, because you don't even know if you want to date that person. You might get to know them for half an hour and realize you're totally not interested in them. So you just go talk about nonchalant shit and trade contact info. I did this many, 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 many times. Then, when you leave, after a couple of days, you can go and send a message on their network. So you send a message. But see, the problem was with me, I always got the contact info, but then I would get ghosted or blocked. So I would end up getting ghosted or blocked. But at least I got the contact info. So my friends, however, did not get ghosted and blocked. So I don't know. But that's the point. It doesn't take any bravery. It doesn't take any sacrifice. It doesn't take any willpower. It just takes being yourself. Just being yourself and having a good time. And if you're a woman, you could kind of do the same thing. You could say, hey, could you help me with this? Do you know about this? A woman's probably not going to go up to you and ask, hey, what's your name? How are you doing? That's not what a woman does. A woman will say shit like, could you help me with? Hey, do you know? Or something like that, just to introduce herself. And then you need to respond with, my name is so and so. What is your name? And then you trade contact info, and then you're done. So it starts with a common interest conversation, and it ends with contact info. Couple of minutes, that's all it takes. And if you really like the person, if they really caught your attention, then what is the harm in going up to them and saying, you caught my eye? Just say, you caught my eye. Or I really noticed you and thought I would introduce myself. Just keep it political. And then you meet more people. You socialize, you conversate. And or you can go on a dating site and do the exact same shit, Hi, how are you? Blah 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 blah. I mean, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. The problem for me was I could not find a bitch. I could not find a bitch. I went on so many dates. I asked out so many women. I chatted, I chittered, I chattered, I introduced, I met, I got social media. Nothing fucking worked. But you have a good time. You have a good time. You bitch about it. You complain about it. But you have a good time. And I mean, what the and especially if you're younger, then it's easier because you're in school and shit. So you're not fucking running a bank or going to a CEO meeting. You're just in school. So you talk about school shit. And then one good trick is to buy gifts. Buy them a muffin. Bring a muffin. Bring a cookie. You know, bring a box of chocolates. Small chocolates. Bring small ass gifts. Bring a fruit. And give them that shit. I did that for a long time. Never got me fucking nowhere. But something to do. Something to do. The problem was with me was that all these other guys were getting all the bitches and hugging them and making out with them and having sex with them for no fucking reason. I don't know how they did it. I honestly don't know how they did it. For me, I would need to introduce myself, trade contact info, bring a gift, ask to go on a date, talk about common interests, shit like that, before I could ever find a bitch. But everybody else just hugs bitches and sexes bitches and talks to bitches and makes out with bitches. I don't know how they do it. But for me, this is the strategy that I use. Just be a regular ass guy, have a good time, and socialize. And then people come and talk to me and tell me that I don't socialize. What the fuck is socializing? What is socializing? What am I supposed to do? Go outside on the street, stop the first bum I see, and be like, hi, do you like the Blue Jays? What the fuck is socializing? My doctor, people always tell me to socialize. What the fuck does that mean, bro? Are you socializing? You have a family, you have a wife, you have children, and you have a $300,000 salary as a doctor. Are you fucking socializing? Are you going to the CNE exhibition place, buying a hot dog, and talking about Team Canada soccer to the first bum you see on the road? What the fuck is that? I would just rather go up to a bitch, say a couple of words for 2-3 minutes, and get contact info, and then talk over text. That's what I do. That's my socializing. So, I'm gonna finish my McDonald's. You start texting people, make a dating profile, send messages to your mutual friends, add friends that are mutual friends that you're interested in, comment on profiles, send likes, send hearts, but don't be a cheating asshole. You got the other end of the spectrum, which is just the cheating assholes. Don't do that. And have a good time. And then, if you see good-looking bitches, you should be dating them, or at least talking to them and getting rejected by them. So that way, The younger generation don't complain that nobody dates anymore. But in our society, fucking the average age of a home buyer is now in their 50s, and people are not getting married, people are not having kids. So our society is fucking, I don't know what everyone's doing. Everyone's chasing money, but there is no money. The economy is inflation. So it's just a fucking mess. It's just a fucking mess. I just want a bitch. That's me. That's me. Can't get one, but a guy can wish. A guy can wish. So stay classy.